What's up, motherfuckers? It's radio icon and Howard Stern protege, Nedley Mandingo III. So sit back, get baked, and prepare to not be dazzled by this out-of-gas, toked-up, long-haired piece of shit. Personally, I would rather overdose on fentanyl while a pit bull gnaws on my testicles. But hey, maybe you're a masochist who's sitting in your mom's basement wearing a leather zipper mask and jacking off to granny porn. So enjoy, you bastards.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, man?
How you doing, sir?
Figure out how to make this shit louder.
Oh, you're good. Take your time. Can you hear me?
That's the problem, is like I can't really hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now, bud?
A little better.
Okay, I can scream if you need. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right.
First of all, thank you for taking a moment to speak with me. I know you're a busy dude, and I'm going to get straight into these questions so I don't keep you long, okay? Are we drinking tonight? I've partied with you. I know you drink. Okay. I know you drink, man.
A little bit, but not so much.
Okay. First of all, have you watched season 3 of Power Slap at all?
I've seen the first few episodes, yeah.
All right. What do you think about season 3 so far?
I think that the newest episode was the best one so far.
Okay.
I'm excited to see a couple of the people that I knew for the next episode. James Seekman, that dude's a beast. It's a lot of people who haven't done this before. You're gonna see some fouls. You're gonna see some people get knocked right the fuck out. But I like it. I like it. It'll never be no season 2, but I like it.
All right. With that said, from the season you came from, how do they compare the athletes, the strikers? How do they compare against the season you came from?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see how the final dudes end up. I mean, I had a weight cutting issue, so people are going to talk shit on that, but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm seeing these people go to sleep, man. It's wild.
You're a bad motherfucker.
Like maybe they.
You are.
Yeah, I'll just see these people go to fucking right to bed, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. And it's almost happened to me, but like, whatever they thought, like you could tell when they ain't been hit yet. Like if they run up there like, oh, I'm gonna win, it's gonna be easy, and then it's like the moment they're lining up on them, they're like, oh fuck, like maybe they're just thinking about it a little too much, and I call it like getting baptized, like everybody's very first time getting cracked on Power Slap, dude. Because you don't know what it's like until it happens. You could have an idea of it, but when it happens,
yeah.
Get fucked a little bit.
Well, you got a chin on you. I'll get to that in my questions, man. I actually just watched a few more of your fights. Now, I do want to apologize. When you were here in Vegas last, I didn't recognize you at first. I don't know if you had a haircut or something, but you looked a little different. But I got to tell you, my girlfriend was pissed that she didn't get pictures with you. When she didn't get pictures and you left, you ended up going off with a couple of the guys, I think to the Fountain Blue or something. She was so mad that I didn't get pictures for her with you, man. So next time you're in Vegas, you have to get pictures with my girlfriend, please.
I got you. Yeah, I was just, I wasn't competing. I was just hanging out with the boys and watching the fights.
Yeah, and I know you were here supportive. And you're good friends with actually Babyface and a few of them guys, Cooper and a few of them, huh?
Yeah, me and Anthony and a bunch of the dudes, we all started last March, like the day before. Our first fight was the day before Power Slap 1. So it was after season 1, but before the first event. It was wild.
Yeah.
So a lot of us like that started right then. We still kick it.
All right, it looks like you're a collector back there. I see a lot of stuff. Are you a collector? Because I am too, actually.
Oh yeah, this is just I'm rearranging my game room right now, so there's really nothing in here, but got some voice actor signatures, a bunch of Rick and Morty pops,
Oh shit!
There's some action figures up there.
Sick, man, sick. All right, next question. Now you've been called for a few fouls. I don't know. Can you hear me clear, bud?
I can hear you decently.
Okay. You've been called for a few fouls. Who is your favorite referee?
Man, honestly, my favorite ref is Jason Herzog.
I love Jason. He's my
I
favorite
love that
too.
dude.
He's actually my favorite. I'm trying to get him an interview.
And I'll talk some shit on the people who say I've been called for those fouls. It's like, look, I've had 4 matches, no knockouts in any direction. I haven't been knocked out. I haven't knocked anybody out. I've thrown 14 strikes and been hit 12 times. And I've only fouled twice. And they were in the same match, 2 clubs against Manny when I almost got knocked out.
Yep.
And that was my second match.
Yep.
Now I've had 2 matches since then, thrown 8 strikes since those clubs, and there's been no issues, no fouls, no flinches, no steps, no clubs, no nothing, just clean.
Man, my man, you have done some homework. Trust me, not only did you work on your strikes, but you know all your stats. You have done the most homework of anybody I've interviewed, man.
Dude, fucking, I had to work on my... 1 second. Alright, sorry, what was the question?
No, I was saying you've done your homework. Not only did you work on your striking, but you know all your statistics, man. I've never had somebody know that. That's amazing.
Oh, dude, yeah, you have to. Like, because even people who think that, like me, I haven't competed in a while. So there's a lot of people in this similar situation getting really angry and bitching. And it's just like, man, this is still the growing pains of the sport. Like, I've been around. I fought Power Slap the day before 1. I fought 2 and 3, and I was on season 2. And dude, I fought 4 times inside. It's supposed to be 5 times, but 4 times inside of a year. You don't see your favorite UFC fighter fight that much.
Yeah,
you fight at max 2, sometimes 3 times a year.
Absolutely.
So it's the fact of like, there's only been 8 events. Regardless of all the pre-recorded stuff, like there's only been 8 events, and the roster's getting bigger every time. So you can't expect to fight all the time. Like, if you want to look at this from an athlete's perspective, look at it like, man, this is going to happen every now and then. Like, it's not going to be unless you're their number 1 guy, like Ron or something, you're not going to be fighting all the time. And that's okay.
That's funny you mentioned
I think
Ron.
people just need to calm down, take themselves a little less serious. Yeah, Ron without the beard, dude. That shit was funny. Like, that's crazy looking.
I love Ron, man. He was actually the first person I ever interviewed in slap fighting back when he was in that other promotion. And I do hear a lot of you guys are saying the same thing. Everybody from Ron to the Bell to KO Chris, all you guys are saying the same thing. You're not getting enough fights yet. So it's not just you, brother. That is going around with everybody. So you got the best attitude.
Yeah, no, it happens. Like, I've had my time to be salty about it, and then I sat back and thought about it, and like I've gone to the events when I'm not competing, and I've been able to talk to Dana for a quick second or holler at Hunter, and it's like, like, dude, would I rather have run through my contract with all of these earlier events and the pre-recorded fights that people want to be on because they haven't gotten a fight, or would I just wait? Like, if I go from waiting, I could, instead of having all my fights at the Apex, I could be fighting at the Fontainebleau. I could be fighting in Abu Dhabi. I could be fighting in Miami. Like, just wait, guys. It's all getting better. We're still in the growing pains.
You're correct, man. And man, you got an amazing attitude towards that, because I've interviewed a lot of guys, and they're all complaining they're not getting the fights. You're the first one to accept that as what it is, as a growing sport, and they got to introduce new people. Next question. Now,
It's timing. It's timing.
Yeah, in Power Slap 2, I believe it was, the main event, it was quoted that you do DoorDash and drink for your hobby. I got to ask you, first of all, are you still DoorDashing and drinking?
I don't really drink. I work at a bar, so people assume that I drink a lot, but I'm not a drinker.
Okay.
I don't even DoorDash anymore. Right now I'm just working at the bar and training for Power Slap.
Awesome, man. That is amazing, bro. I honestly thought you drank a lot.
No. That's like Babyface likes to drink. That dude can throw some teas down.
Oh, I know.
But like I did all my drinking. Like I'm a little bit older than some of the other dudes. Like I'm about to be 29. I did all my drinking from the ages of 16 to like 22.
Custom fit, personalized design, Fortis mouthguards.
You're about 29, bro. You don't look it. I thought you were 21, 22. You got the baby face still, man. I don't know.
Nah, dude, I was born in '95.
Oh, yeah, you still look young. Keep it up. Maybe it's the not drinking that's doing it for you, my friend.
Maybe.
All right.
Nah, just play a lot of video games, man. That's about it.
All right. Who would you... Man, you're a beast. Now, I just watched a couple of your fights. Hopefully you can hear me. Who is the toughest right now in your division for you?
Toughest for me to go against?
Yes.
Man, honestly, I've never been scared of any of these dudes. Like, even Manny, dude who dropped me, I went into that with the mentality of, like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. And then he got me, and I've been waiting for the clap back this whole time. Just you wait, motherfucker. Oh, just you wait. I'm gonna get him right back. But, no, actually, I fuck with Manny a lot. He's a good friend of mine. I don't think all of these dudes are good in their own aspects. Like, they wouldn't be where they're at if they're not. I like talking shit, so I point out some things. I'm just like, oh, Chris Thomas, he just clubs people. The only two people he's gone against that ever had any experience, they knocked him out. He only knocks out people who don't know what they're doing. Like, he still got 5 knockouts, even if they didn't know what they were doing.
Absolutely.
But, no, I think, honestly, the biggest threat in the welterweight division right now is probably still, like I would say myself, because I think I'm the most underrated welterweight. But aside from me in the top 5, like if you're looking at problems, it's still Manny and Blackburn. Like Blackburn's been good and getting better this whole time. Manny, I know how hard that dude hits, and even in that Blackburn fight, like a couple of the shots were off. Like he didn't hit Blackburn like I got hit. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's who's like it's like even with like me and Manny, it's like he obviously won that match. I think I can go beat him, but it's just who's better on that day. Yep. That's all it comes down to. It's like it's not who's better, period. It's who's better right now, right this second. And yeah, Blackburn and Manny and myself, I think, are the biggest problems in the welterweight division.
That division in general.
I think a lot of these other dudes, and not to sleep on Cole Young. Cole Young's been really inactive, but that dude's solid. He's a good fucking athlete and a solid dude.
Yeah, your division is tough. That belt's changed hands 3 times already, and just these short time that this belt's stepping out.
I'm just the reason I chirp KO Chris so much is because he got the belt, and then he took a year-long suspension, so nobody in my fucking division could advance and get a belt and move around in that rankings for a year. You held up the whole division.
Oh, you know I'm getting to you and Chris.
So, like, it made me happy that he got off that suspension and lost, and then lost again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting to you and Chris. That is coming, but I saved that for later down. All right. Now, you still live in Texas, correct?
Yes.
When are you moving to Vegas, my friend? We got everything here.
Dude, I don't know. I love Texas.
Oh, do you?
Love Texas.
Okay.
Born and bred.
Gotcha, my friend. What is your favorite thing to do when you're out here in Vegas?
Favorite thing to do in Vegas is probably, man, it's just hang out with the boys. Like, I'm not a bit, like, I love Vegas for the sense of I don't drink really, and I don't gamble because I hate losing money. So the whole time I'm in Vegas, I can just hang out with the guys. Like, it's just me going on a vacation every couple of months, as opposed to, like, some of these other dudes that, like, they'll come out, they'll win a couple $1,000s or they'll lose a couple $1,000s. And I'm like, man, I'm just hanging out, eating some food, finding some random bud, chilling.
And that's exactly what you did. When I saw you out here in Vegas, like, you were just hanging out with the guys. You were having a good time. I didn't actually see you with a beer in your hand now that you mentioned it. And I know I brought at least one case for Anthony that disappeared. I heard Cooper took off with it. But now that you mention it, I never did see you actually drink, my friend.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big drinker. It's just not my. I don't like having to pee all the time, man.
I hear you. Plus, you work in a bar, so you see a lot of it. What do you think about Power Slap going to Abu
Yeah,
Dhabi?
like dealing with drunk people. Power Slap going to Abu Dhabi, dude. That's fucking awesome. That's super sick. I don't think it's gonna be anything but great for us. Like, I can't wait to watch it.
I'm sad because you guys ain't coming to Vegas for the next one. But for you guys, that's amazing, man. That is a big move for you guys. Next question. Are you still there? Can you hear me? Okay, you're starting to move now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ron versus Vernon. Who you got on that fight? I get it.
50-50.
That's a good one, isn't it? That's going to be a battle.
50-50, dude, because, like, Ron does a lot of surface damage, and he's not particularly known for, like, having a high knockout rate in his... No, like, if you look at all of his matches, and you look at how many have ended by knockout, he's got the power, but he doesn't do it consistently. Mm-hmm. And Vern, he's got the knockout power, but Ron's a tough son of a bitch. He's only been knocked out by Turp and Bell. And even Bell, he got up off of, I believe. But if anyone's gonna knock Ron out, like, it'll be Vern, because Vern's got that arm on him. He can knock he can knock anybody out if you stand there and let him.
I think
but
gonna be a
the
battle.
thing is like, I think Vern, and I love Vern, but I think that his chin isn't as great. And that's even with him going against Delvit, and people were like, oh, his redemption arc, the glass cannon thing's over. It's like, maybe Delvin just missed 3 times. He didn't get hit on the chin. So we'll see. Because I know Vern can knock anybody out, and Ron, he's battle-tested, so he should be ready for what Vern's going to bring. I'm excited to watch it.
I am too. I think it's going to be one of the better fights that they've had.
And Ron without the beard? Fuck. It'll be grown back a little bit by the time he gets up on that stage.
Yeah, I spoke to Ron. He actually shaved it. I don't know if you ever watched him in the other promotion, but he went against a guy named Simba, and he ended up breaking Simba's jaw, and Simba left slap fighting.
Yeah.
But that was an amazing fight. Next one, who is the coolest person in slap fighting, not slap fighting, but as a friend? Who do you get along with the most?
The coolest person I've met through slap fighting?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Dude, it's got to be Dana.
Dana White. Wow.
Dana's the fucking coolest.
Wow. Good answer.
Dana's the coolest person I've met so far, dude.
All right. The next
like,
one.
I've had the...
Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead.
I want to let you know. Do you know Darius the Destroyer at all?
Yeah.
Darius loves you, man. When I asked him, I could not release Darius's footage because I'm being used for a documentary. But as his favorite slap fighter, Darius picked you, and I wanted to let you know I couldn't release the footage.
Oh, dude, that guy's a fucking beast. People give him shit because he hasn't had a great time in Power Slap as opposed to his other record in the other organization. But, like, I'm one of the people, like, I go watch the SFC fights. Like, those dudes are, like, a lot of them, some of them are weird, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them are really solid. And they're all just trying to fucking compete and better themselves. And a lot of those dudes are serious athletes that, like, are trying to do better for themselves. And I like the brotherhood over there. But Darius, he's a cool cat. Like, it goes back to, like, being a part of Power Slap 1 and hanging out with these people and seeing them and meeting them when it all first started. It's great to see where it's going.
I wanted to make sure I plugged him because he knows his footage is being saved. But he did pick you as his favorite slap fighter. I guess you blew a kiss to somebody or something, and he fucking lost it when you did that, my friend.
I've done that in a couple of my matches. Like, if you crack me with one, dude, and if it doesn't faze me, I'm gonna blow you a kiss.
Oh, he loves that, man. I want to let you know, so keep up your gimmick. All right, now the next question. I don't know if you've seen the controversy today with Anthony DeFrank on my page. He wanted to charge me a reduced rate of $250 to do an interview with him. I want to clarify with you. I did not pay you for this interview, did I?
No, I don't think I've been paid for any of my interviews, dude. I just do this shit like you're gonna see me in Vegas like a kid in a candy store, bro. Like some of Like some people, they're like trying to maximize on everything and like get the most money out of it possible. I'm along for the ride, dude. I just want to enjoy myself and fucking do things I haven't been able to do before.
And again,
like, I want that belt. I don't care about the money. I want to climb that ladder and get the fucking belt. Money comes after.
And again, I do thank you for your time, but now this is a question I didn't have written down, but I'm going to ask you since you brought up money. I've asked a lot of people this. Do you think the fighter pay is fair right now with the new people coming in and getting the same pay as you guys?
Visit our sponsor on Instagram at Fortis Mouth Guards.
I think it's fair for what it is, dude. Like, there's some people like, oh, we should be getting paid millions. The fuck we should, dude. UFC fighters don't even get paid millions, man. These, like, you've got people competing in the UFC making what they make, which we can see if we look it up. And people are like, oh, they need to be making more. They worked their whole lives for this. I don't know a single person in slap fighting who's been training their whole life for slapping the way people train for the UFC.
You're very
so no, we don't deserve to get paid the same yet. We're social media wise, we're doing awesome, but you're getting paid pretty good to get hit 3 to 5 times every couple of months. Like, people need to calm down. Like,
I love your personality, bro. You are awesome. All right, now this next one is going to throw you off guard, and I love catching you guys off guards. Will Smith has been famous for a slap fight. You against Will Smith, who wins that one?
Man, I ain't gonna slap Willie. That dude's old now.
Nope, you gotta choose. Who
that dude's
wins?
old. I feel bad. Bro, he gets jiggy with it. You can't slap Will Smith. He shouldn't have done what he did. I don't agree with the Will Smith slap, but I ain't gonna slap like an old man, famous or not. But
hey,
you catch me on either one of the Paul brothers, bro, Logan or Jake Paul. I've been saying it since the beginning. I fucking slap the piss out of those dudes. I don't like them.
Oh, wow, that's actually a good one. I'm going to have to, the next person with that, who wins out of them and Logan Paul. Thank you for that. All right, you've been calling out Chris, KO Chris lately. And that's a big move for you. He's in the top 5, man.
I want to clarify. I haven't been calling out KO Chris lately. I've been calling out KO Chris since the day I signed up for Power Slap. When I first met him at Power Slap 1, I told him I'm sorry because I'm going to fight him one day and he's going to lose. And I said that to a lot of the welterweights. And Chris this whole time has had the mentality of like, you need to earn it. You're not good enough to fight me. You're going to get in the top 5. My first match put me in the top 5. And due to the way the events are set up, like, I lose to Manny, I go down a ranking. My fight with Mike Burnett was pre-recorded, and I don't get a bump in rankings off of that victory. And then I lose on the show, so I go down again. So for all intents and purposes, I've done nothing but go down. But I have had a victory, a couple of them, that just didn't, boost my rankings. And, they're like, oh, you can't knock anybody out. Look at who I've gone against. No one has knocked out the people that I've fought. So when someone can do it, when I can't do it, then you can say something. But as of right now, no one can fucking do it. Talk about just I can't do it. No one's done it.
I did not know you all.
I
didn't know you didn't get ranked.
I think Chris
pre-recorded.
I think Chris has drank his own Kool-Aid and believed his own hype. He took a year off. He fought 5 people on season 1 back to back to back that didn't know what they were doing. They didn't find their technique yet of taking a slap or throwing a slap. So we got a bunch of knockouts with rules that aren't the same anymore. Those rules don't even exist from season 1. He won the belt in Power Slap 1, which has different rules than Power Slap 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And then he took that year off. And he came back and fought 2 people that had like 5 matches under their belt. And he got knocked the fuck out. I think that's all it is. I think that Chris, you put him against people who ain't know what they're doing, and you let him get away with a little bit of this, because that's all he does is he fucking cracks you with this shit right here. He just goes, bop. And it's like, that can happen to anybody. But you go get someone who knows what they're doing, you're probably ended up on the floor. But I don't think he's got the chin for it. And I think he he read his own, he drank his own tea, man. He believed his own hype. They're like, oh, you're KO Chris, you're the greatest. And he's like, I'm the greatest, I'm KO Chris. He just went right with it.
I love you, brother. Your personality is fucking one of a kind, man. Now, I always ask the guys, and you've seen us, we bring snacks up there and stuff. I always ask the guys what they like for snacks. But you got one of the most solid chins I've seen in this sport. So I'm curious, do you eat slaps for your rehydration snack?
Nah, dude. Fucking meat. That's all it is. Like, meat. Like, I like steaks. I like fucking chicken. I like fucking lamb, turkey. I like all the meat. I eat Slim Jims. I eat fucking all the meat snacks. Carnivore snacks. They're fucking awesome. All the jerkies, all the meats. You know, I grew up on Texas barbecue. You just get, like, you stay eating meat, dude. Like, you're gonna be fine.
You're a solid dude. I'm a meat eater myself, man. I don't want sweets. Just give me meat and something to drink. All right, I got 2 more questions for you, and I'm going to get you out of here. Who is the hardest to get along with on the current roster for you?
The hardest to get along with. If you're in his weight division, probably Turk. He goes out of his way to not make friends with people at 205 because if they're competition, then he doesn't want to be friends with them because fuck him. He's been that way since the beginning.
Okay.
So if you're a 205er, you're probably not going to find it easy to get along with Turpin. If you like good slap fighters, you probably won't like KO Chris. And yeah, that's probably it.
Oh, you're killing me, my friend. You're killing me. All right, I said there was 2 more questions, but I lied. I actually got 3. I always like to throw one that catches you off guard. Tell me something about Hunter Campbell that you learned since working in Power Slap.
Dude, Hunter is the man. Like, I believe it was Power Slap 6 or 7. I went to Vegas and I wasn't competing. And I got to have a conversation with him for about, 10 minutes. Like, he called Sarah Safari over. We shot that little video of me getting slapped by her and whatnot. And Hunter was actually the one who filmed that. But he just gave me some advice and talked about how Power Slap is mirroring the UFC in its early days and, like, how we're supposed to how we're supposed to handle ourselves as athletes and whatnot. And I just realized, like, this was my first, like, prolonged conversation other than, hey, how you doing, that I've ever had with Hunter. And everyone just looks at Dana. But, dude, it's the trifecta. You got Hunter, Dana, and Frank. And Frank does the most dealing with us. Dana gets all the attention. But Hunter's, dude, one of the smartest people I've ever fucking met.
Yeah, Hunter.
That dude is... He's on some shit, bro. Like, he's got great energy, and I just fucking love the conversation and the advice that I got from him. And it was one of my favorite conversations I've ever had in Power Slap. It was dope. And awesome. Actually, the UFC fighter, Lil Monster, the one that got picked up by Joe Rogan, like she jumped into his arms after her fight. My
girlfriend's gym. She trains out here on stream. I know her personally.
Yeah, she came up to me after me and Hunter had that talk and told me, and then we had a talk because she's like, she thought it was really cool that they talk to us and they treat us the same way that they treat the UFC fighters and that they actually care about us. And that she thinks it was a whole fucking cool moment that day where I got to talk to a couple of people and get some advice on some how to navigate this thing. And yeah, Hunter, he's a dope dude, man. Like, y'all don't bug him, y'all leave him the fuck alone, but he's the man.
Yeah, I love Hunter, man. He's a great guy, very smart. And it's funny you mentioned Vanessa, Little Monster, because she's one of many that train out here at Extreme, where we actually moved here for 2 reasons. We moved here for Power Slap when it first started coming to Vegas, and Extreme Couture, which is like the top 5 martial arts school in the world. They got Sean Strickland, Misha Tate, and of course Little Monster, and I love her, man. She's always great doing pictures and stuff. But I asked you about Hunter Campbell. Between Hunter Campbell and Frank, who wins in a slap fight contest?
Bro, probably Hunter. I ain't gonna lie. That he's got the reach.
Okay.
Like, that might be a case of like Joe Landman versus Alan Klingbeil. Like, you got someone who's like 6'3" versus someone who's like 5'8", like you might just hit him in the neck. Like I'll put
awesome.
Dana against either one of them though. He's in great shape.
Yeah, Dana is. He's in really good shape. All right, my last question for you, Chris, and I'm going to get you out of here. And this is the most important one. You've come a long way. Who would you give shout outs to for people that got you where you are today?
Man.
Wow. Wow.
Just, I guess the whole team at Power Slap, man. Like I'm one of the few people who didn't get I didn't get reached out to because of who I was or my background. I signed up, had my qualifier, they liked something about me and they kept me around. So like, yeah, man. Just shout out to Power Slap for fucking turning this dude into a fucking professional athlete, man. Like, it's fucking awesome. Greatest sport ever. Yeah. I love the company, love the people I work with, love the homies that I've made from it. Like, it's changed my life in nothing but positive ways. So.
You are awesome, man. I loved this interview, but it's been so good. I got to plug one more person that's behind the scenes. What's your opinion on Erica? She finds all the talent for this sport. Can you tell me something about Erica?
Erica's a nice lady, man. Like, I think that she gets bugged way too much by everybody. Like, including, like, it could have, like, and I probably bugged her at some point, but, like, yeah, she's an integral part of the system, and I like her. I like Erica, AJ, Frank. I think they're doing the best they can with a ragtag group of fucking, like, because seeing this grow from, like, having 15 people in each division to now we've got, like, what they say is, like, 250, 300 people on the roster. I can only imagine how much they're getting bugged by everybody. So I don't wish that annoyance on anybody. But, yeah, I love our fucking Power Slap team, dude. They're the shit.
Man,
they keep us going and get us fights.
You would really be the face of this sport, man. You got such a positive attitude. You should be the face of Power Slap. My friend, I'm going to let you get going.
We'll see.
I do appreciate your time so much, Chris.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you hitting me up.
My man, next time you're in Vegas, I got you covered for snacks.
Yes, sir.
I'll talk to you later.
You have a good day.